Hey there. Who's that? Ma Long Hao, if I'm saying that right. A good day to you. Thanks for joining us. I don't recognize your handle, so I'll just give you an update here. We'll start. I usually give it 3 or 4 minutes. Let people see the notice and jump on here. So we'll give it 2-3 minutes. Let people start up and catch up to us. Oh, I got a good lineup here, so we'll give it another minute or two. Hang on one sec here. Oops, I was supposed to be muted. Oh, just getting some updated counts here. Okay, let's give it another, well, one minute. We'll start in 1 minute here. What do I have first up? Novavax? Okay, that's good enough. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And well, it looks like maybe a few more will join us here as we get rolling. So disclaim is done. All right, so this, let's see. So those, any that are new here or just checking it out for the first time, whether on YouTube or X, what we do here is we poll the members. We ask them to give us their chart submissions based on their implementation of our methodology. We review that, which serves a couple of purposes. One, I get to see how they're progressing with the material in our methodology. Too often we get great trade setups here, great ideas or things that might hit your watch list as something to watch should the right technical events take place. So let's go ahead and just dive in right here. So this is member Grant F. He's been with us for a long time, very skilled technician. Let me get back to the lineup here. Oh, there he is. Okay, keeping the size light here, looking at if we leg down. We see Grant F. But the thing I love, right, and people, anytime he posts, right, I always make a point of noting this. He's giving you a complete trade plan here, right, with 3 targets. Now he's swinging for the fence here, right? I mean, that's 23 to 1. But what's important here is not this, right? And this is what your eye gets drawn to. Oh my God, look how much you could make here. It's how much is he risking? That's what should be your focal point, right? This is all, oh yeah, that's great. Great if it happens. Discipline, right? Discipline. Right. So, I mean, be noteworthy here, right? Okay, well, we've run right into a trend line. Okay, don't assume that means it breaks, right? If anything, assume it holds. Right, we've got this consolidation here. If we're coming back down, looks like he's already in here on this first little pop and retrace. So he's got himself nicely positioned. This is now a really, I mean, damn, he could do this if he wanted to, right? Just to completely remove the risk. Maybe too soon for that. Let's see if he can get on the other side of that trend line. Then perhaps you tighten it up. Because right now, you can, well, you can certainly see the potential for this to just back down here and the downtrend continues, right? So all we've done is come up here. Let's see, let's zoom in there a little bit. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, I would have it here. Let's do it this way. If I just do this on the volume profile, well, we've got a downtrend line and the point of control here, right? Obviously, right? That probably makes sense to you. We got Al involved, right? He's always involved. Oh, there's a break on that side. So how about from the high here? Well, we got the POC in the golden zone right here as it's going to challenge that trend line. So you know, this is what traders do, right? It's very easy to just, oh, well, of course it's going to break. Of course it's going to break, and we're going to go into an impulse, and that's a 1-2. Here's the start of the 3. Careful of those assumptions, right? The market has to prove it to you. Right? This is what we do, right? We fill in the blanks, right? Oh, he's going to do this, and we're just going to keep going, right? Careful of that thinking, right? Let's let the market prove it, right? So now, I mean, this is just good swing trading 101. Well thought out plan, technical confluence, right? Now with Grant, he always adds in a harmonic here. As you can see, there's a deep crab here right into the pivot, right? So you've got a 1-2, potentially, right? Could be the 3. Could be, right? We don't know. It's not a 3 until it's a 3. So with that said, right, what you would hope here, let's see, we'd want to get on the other side of this and then maybe have a retest, right, to test it from above. That's what you'd hope. But see, POC is this never a good place to enter the market. On the you wouldn't want to enter here and say, oh, well, assuming it's going to break long, right? I'm just going to assume it's going to plow right through. Wait, that's a dangerous assumption to make. There's no knowing that. You have no way to know that, right? Now, okay, let it happen, and maybe on a retrace, that might look more interesting. But as it is right now, right, if you didn't catch it down here, well, now you don't want to chase here. Well, of course, I'd like to think, I don't have to say that's not a good place to buy. That wouldn't be a good place to enter the market. I mean, we just talked about it, right? You wouldn't want to enter at the POC. Now we're going to add in a golden zone and a trend line. Not a great place to enter. But a great setup, what we hope here is that you guys learn something from this, so you see it over and over and over again. Essentially, I do the exact same thing every Wednesday. Been doing it for 6 years, right? It's the exact same approach. That's our edge. That's why we do it. Okay, so with that said, that's certainly one to get on your watch list, right? Now, also, a little perspective here. Don't feel like, oh my God, I missed the whole thing if I didn't catch the pivot. If we're going that high, it's a long road to get there. There's going to be plenty of opportunity to participate here. Let's get the first one completed. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get that completed. Retrace will come. Then you're into a 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, right? So the more conservative approach is always, particularly, right? Are we counter trend? Yeah, we're counter trend. Let the first 5 complete, take the retrace, right? Then you're in with lots of upside. Thanks for that, Grant. Beautiful, as usual, right? He posts nothing but well thought out, well reasoned swing trades, right? With 3 targets, right? Can't thank him enough, right? Great job, Grant. Thanks for that. Okay, Andreas is back with Bitcoin Silver. Man, he's a Bitcoin Silver devotee. Let's see if it's getting some legs here. I haven't looked at it recently. Let's get in there. Welcome, Justin. Glad you're here. Yeah, let's get on it. Okay, so here's Bitcoin Silver. Okay, little signs of life here. I gotta copy this, so bear with me a sec. Well, I copied his over. Oh, shit. Oh, why didn't that work? Let's see. So there's your Bitcoin Silver. I've copied it, and I got this. Let's see if I just do it, if I type it in. BSV. Now I'm going to go off FEMEX. So what exchange are you on? Oh, you're on the crypto. All right, the aggregator. Here we go. Let's see. Do I get your count? Yes, I do. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it looks like we have a candidate here. Let's get that down here. We got a candidate here for 1, 2. We're going to do it as a diag. ABC, ABC, ABC. I like it. ABC, right? So we got a 3, 4, ABC to finish it. It's nicely done. It's just like what we just looked at, right? He's giving me a daily here. Let's go to a 2-hour. Okay, so what we're looking for, right? Do we have the start of a 5 here? Sure looks like it. So swing low to swing high, he's already drawn in the 50 here. I'm going to pull this off here just to do a little extra, right? So he knows, right? He's been with us for a while now. He knows, right? This is where we're going to find the resistance. And again, you could just look here. You know it's going to be a high volume node. So we can do the exact same thing we just did. Oh, I might use that, right? Get the whole thing down here. Oh, pardon me. I can't get volume because I'm on crypto, right? It would be, it won't work. Let's get that out of there. So this is the aggregator, right? Unlike an individual exchange, so I can't get volume on it. But you can just look at it. You know that's going to be a high volume node. So as we come back to that, you can certainly understand how there might be some resistance there. Okay, so with that said, let's push this off here just for a sec here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, looks like I've got a 5 to start it and a WXY to get the correction in. And as we just looked at it, so if I just finish labeling it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, 1, 2, 3, ABC. That's a little skinny, right? I feel that, right? I get it, right? Elliott's not perfect. Don't expect it to be perfect always. Do I have 5 swings? Yes, I have 5 swings. Is that a correction? Well, it's not impulsive. It goes right to the 50. It's a reasonable assumption. Reasonable, right? We're maybe a little front run here on the 50. More high volume. Okay, we're not getting a terrific launch there. Well, let's finish the labeling here. I'm just adding what he already had. I'm just following along with his count. 1, 2. Can we get a 3, 4, 5 coming out of here? Well, we got to put these somewhere. Let's go to sub. Put it in something we haven't used. 1, 2. Reasonable. Well, that's not a great looking one, but let's go with it. Here, I'm going to just do this real quick. Okay, so I've got a 1. I've got a candidate for a 1. Little dubious on the swing structure here, but get off there. But it is a 5. 2. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's a little impulse right there. So perhaps we can do this. 1, 2. 1, 2. Looks like that's got more to go. Let's take this down a degree. Sub that, and let's put that in green. Okay, I got a 1, 2. A little shaky. Look at the Vegas wave, right? Kind of guiding you in terms of where's the momentum. Look at the retraces. Vegas wave, Vegas wave, Vegas wave, Vegas wave. Oh, we're on the other side. Signs of life. Sorry, guys. Seasonal allergies just killing me at the moment. Okay, so what can we do here? Let's bring some geometry in. Let's frame this. Right, we know so important in Elliott Wave to get the channeling right, to get that involved here. So where would a reasonable target up here? Now we don't. Now we're going out here into May. We want to see some of this all get up here higher. To give a little more conviction, right? It's because we're going 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, this is a little squishy. And what I mean by that, right? You're not seeing bulls be aggressive here. You're seeing a lot of slop chop here, so it's not signs of aggression. Now a little better here as Bitcoin's kicked today, and okay, we've got some displacement here as we see the fair value gaps here on a 60-minute. Okay, signs of some muscle here, and that looks like a clean impulse. It does actually, right? So if I go from here, 1, 2, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we've got a 3 going in, 4 going in, 5 going in. Again, let me change that color. Oh, here, let's do it this way. Let's go to blue here, and we'll go up a degree here to micro. Okay, this is in sub-micro, right? So we got a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a 3. Looks like it's about the right distance, right? It takes seconds to measure, so 2618. That's a good-looking 3, right? That's you know, for an extreme on 3. That's a pretty sexy target. Okay, so I got a 4. Okay, so I've got a 1. I've got a 2, right? Do I have all the ingredients here? Well, do I want to chase this now? Well, that's not a bad thought, right? You've got a decent rejection here. Look where it's rejecting here, right at where the volume would be, right? You've got an order block here, right? So this is mitigated. Now we're pushing away. You want to be aggressive, right? You could lever that, right? Because your stop's going to be close, right? You take that right up to the 5, right? What are you anticipating you're completing there? The 3, right? So trend is underway. Now I would continue, right? It's just part of the process. I would continue to keep the channeling going so you can get a sense of, okay, am I staying in the channel? Because that's so critical to a good impulse. Am I staying in that channel? Are we all disconnected in the same impulsive move? This is got a little fat, right? But it's a, it's a big push off the low, and this is uncertainty. What are we doing? Are we going? Are we going? Are we going? Oh, it looks like we're going. 3, 4. Where's your target up here, right? That's the length of this one projected from this 2, right? If we're going to get a 1618, that's where about approximately where it's going to be, 1618, 175. Oh, you've got, you'd have additional, you're wide enough here, you could use the median lines for some guidance. Let's use this one. So, right, again, 6 years of saying it. The highest probability technical event, period, in technical analysis, yet the least used. Crazy, is it not? All right, we got 80% odds to get there. 80% odds. All right, now, we don't know if it's going to get there here, or 5 years from now. The 80% odds stay in place as long as this pivot holds. Keep in mind, 80% is not 100%. So if we roll over here and take this out, right, okay, well, you're in the 20%. That looks pretty good, right? Coming off of here with an impulse. So is there a trade there? Well, you definitely have the potential of trading that 4 to the 5, right? As I just said, right? That's pretty good rejection down here. If it was going to sell off, there'd have been some follow through. What happened, right? We fill that. Well, you got an order block here, right? You're mitigating that. Now, oh, a little more, a little more. You could lever that, stop under the low. 3 to 5 times. Don't shoot for the moon. That'd be good. I mean, that's that's a healthy single right there. If you hit that. Oh, come here. Oh fuck, where is it? Three to 1 with a little leverage. Nothing to sneeze at. I mean, there's not to not like there. Clear exit. Good target. Have at it. Certainly as good as anything else on the board. Why would you not take that trade? Oh, well, I want to wait and let that complete. Okay, well, let this complete. Where's your next trade? Right here on the 4. 3, 4. That's the beauty of Elliott Wave, right? That's why I would propose to you it has advantages over any other technical approach, right? Because when we're kicking in an impulse like this, it's almost we have an unfair advantage. We know where it's likely headed. Where does it usually go in a 3rd? Where does it usually go in a 4th? If we're going to, if, right now, this is no guarantee that we're getting the 5th. But if we are going to get a 5th, I got some pretty hard targets up here. Based on all of this that's happening right now, we want to stick with the channeling, right? Do we stay there? Do we break the channel? Do we have to clone the channel and widen it? Possible. We'd have to widen it. Something like that. I'd rather not. I'd rather it all, can I do it? I'd rather it all stayed self-contained. And we tighten that up, right? Those are always better. So that might be too wide here. I'd give it a little, oh, what would you be looking for here? From the 2 through the 3. Now, I don't have that yet. But once I get it, I'll be looking right in here, right on the edge. Let's see. All right, so if I go 3, A, B, C, 5 is what you're shooting for. Okay. Nice. Oops. I'm going to get that thing off. That thing is tricky. It sticks to your mouse. Okay, well, there's your roadmap. Do we know that's going to happen? Absolutely not. There's no knowing in the markets. It's forecasting based on precedent, or they usually do. Okay, nice one, Andreas. Looks like this maybe all the commitment to this asset here is going to pay off, right? We shall see, right? It's not there. It's not out out of the woods yet, as he, oh God, that's now a mess, but as he was quick to note here, let me get these out of here as I've trampled on his work. Where are we going to hit the resistance? Oh fuck, come here. Do you think that's a coincidence? Come on. Seriously? 6 years, 50, 60,000 times I've shown that. You think that's a coincidence? That's where we hit resistance? Probably not. Okay, nice one. Chris, 26, from Belgium. Okay, wants to take a look at Link. Maybe I can just split this one and do it right here. Oh, I'm going to get, I bet what I'm going to get here is Andreas. I'm going to get his. Oh, let's go to Coinbase here. Let's hide that. Well, there's a weekly. That's not a bad idea to start on the weekly. Let's take it out of log. First question, right? And I strongly advise that you always look, right? If you're in log, be sure you take it out of log. Just get some perspective, right? It's pretty remarkable how dramatically that can change what you see and your perception of what you're seeing. That's in log, right? Looks like, oh shit, whoa. Out of log. Different picture. Very much so. Now, we've looked at this many times, right? This is pre-election, right? Here's the election results. Okay, crypto-friendly admin, right? Oh, what happened there? Well, we can probably label this up just as we've done previously. Look, that's an impulse. That's a, well, looks like it's a WXY because I'm ending with a 3. So impulse correction. Impulse, oh, it's kind of a deep correction. I'm still on the weekly. Let's go to a daily. WXY, right? So we can just play along here. WXY. Let's bring this down a degree and let's go. Right, this is paint by the numbers. It's not hard to label this one. That doesn't mean it's easier to trade it. It's just it's easy to identify what's happened thus far. Let's take this down. There's a 2. What's that? That's more of this. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. What are we doing? We're doing tariffs. Are we doing tariff? Are the tariffs coming on? Are they going off? Risk on, risk off. More consolidation, right? So you know perfectly well here, if I take that one off here, I'm going to use this other one. That's going to be a squeeze. We don't have to wonder about it. That's not bad news. Black is a squeeze, right? So squeeze, right? So with remember, a squeeze is very good news, right? You want to find a squeeze. Oh shit, I found a squeeze, right? Because what do we know? Not what do we wonder about? What do we know? Right? There are a few things that you know in the market. One of those is from consolidation comes expansion. From that contraction comes the expansion. Contraction, expansion, right? This is not unique to the markets, right? That's your universe. Contraction, expansion, right? So a few things that we do know, that's one of them. Okay, so are we just coming right back to this? Sure looks like it. So, okay, from the Elliott count, what's left that we haven't considered here? Well, it's certainly not 1, 2, 3. One possibility is that it's A, B, C, and we're going lower. Here's 0. I don't have too far to go. What's left? Well, this is uncountable. I wouldn't even bother. Oh, you could. I seriously, it's not worth it, right? Where do we start? We start here. Don't do this. This is just parts where it's just going to be uncountable. But I do get what looks like a pretty good impulse coming off of that. Let's go to a 4. So we can break it down a little bit better. It's just radio waves. There's no benefit to counting it. Go back to a weekly, that'll look, you know, how much time is that? Oh, that's several weeks, right? We go from August to November, and then we get another impulse. They came in. Ugh. Oh, that's ugly. Well, let's count from the top. Looks like, oh Jesus. God, is that what we're doing? Oh shit. 1 A B C 2. Oh fuck. That's ugly. That might be a diag. One, two, three. Oh God. No, we're gonna have to redo that. Sure, that's a zigzag. That's a problem. God, that looks like a 5 there. Looks like you're going to have to do something along these lines here. It looks like you're going to have to go A, B, oh, fuck, C, somewhere down here. I may be wrong here. There's a 5. No, fuck, hang on a second. Sometimes it's easier to do this in a line chart. I mean, the doubles up here are making it really fucking hard, right? So this is all wicks up here. Where's the highest close? Looks like it's right here. Wick, just huge wick rejection. I think you've got to complete something here, right? So something has to complete here. It looks like you're going to have to go A, B, C into the B if you're not going WX. Let's see if we can finish this. Oh, that is just... You may not be able to do it. In fact, I don't think you can. We're going to have to do W. Y is what we're trying to get done here. Can we get... Now I need an ABC out of that. That's some butt ugly Elliott right there. If I get stuck here, I'll bail. Let's see, and we'll do it when I have more time. It looks like I've got the 4 triangle-ish here. Can I get that ABC in there? A, B. Oh, it's the fucking 3 is just a killer here. Let's see if that might have one more down. This is what's killing it here. Let's see if we can get this to play a little bit better. There's a 1. God, can we do that? 1, A, B, C, 2. It's the 3 that's the fucker. I'm not sure we can get away with that. Well, with our new rules here, we have new rules. We might have to live with that. Pretty? Definitely not. A candidate? I'd feel a whole lot better, right, if we came out of here with something strong. That's maybe just me trying to get through it here. I don't want to lose all you guys too soon. Maybe that's fucking ugly, Elliott. It's not always going to be pretty clean line drawings of 3s and 5s, but if we're going to get out of here, okay, let's focus on this. This is iffy, but possible. Let's see if we're overlapping here. I don't think we are. All right. So things that don't happen randomly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a candidate. Oh shit. 8. Keep it simple. ABC into the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's it going to hit resistance? Well, let's start with the obvious one. To and through. What's the algo going to do? It's going to go back to the next one. And then the next one and the next one. Right? It just keeps doing that. That is just alarmingly ugly. But it's a candidate, right? So perhaps that doesn't look like it's done. So the chance that that's going to break. So let's keep this off till then. This looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have an extension in the 5th. Maybe. We don't know, but looks like that's what's cooking here. Extension into the 5th. Oh, I am on Coinbase here, so we can get some volume data. Let's go. Well, this is obviously going to be high volume node. Right on the edge of value. We've broken POC. That's a good sign. So if we are heading back here, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly an extension here, getting us out of the hole here up for that 5. Okay, well this is one to keep your eyes on for the 4, 5 to complete. Now, I wouldn't chase that. I'd wait for this to complete. That's just me. Show me the 5 here. Well, okay. So, all right, where's the big resistance going to come up here? Show me you've got that 5 right at the edge of value. I'd be looking for that confirmation. Okay, do we get it? Do we get that? And then if I get that retrace, then I would be interested right here. Now I'm just projecting here. I don't have that obviously, but we get something like that down here to retest some of this, all of this volume down here. We come back to retest that, and then we get a little push and then a little kick. Now I have a lot of conviction into my trade, right? So I'd be comfortable putting some leverage on that. I complete the 5 coming out of the hole. I got a very ugly finish. Granted, that's just fucking ugly. Okay, but I get an impulse that comes off the low with a kicker in the 5th. Okay, it's a little bumpy on the ride out of the hole, right? Because we're deep in the hole. Okay, so it's not surprising it's a bumpy ride to get out of the hole here. We start to extend here in the 5th, then we get a retrace. That's what I'd be watching for. In fact, I'm gonna set an alert right here. I say this all the time. Some of the best trades I get of the year are from live streams. Right? I can't look at everything, and I see what you guys are looking at, right? And then that alert goes off. I pay attention. This would make sense here, right? If we look at the whole move down here, this is the consolidation, right? Okay, now how are we looking below? RSI getting a little hot, coming out. We're out of the squeeze now, right? White means we're in the clear on the squeeze. It's on a 4-hour. MACD's rising. Okay, we got a little hot here. Hot is not necessarily sell. Just means we've moved quickly. You know, it's starting to move aggressively. Okay, wait, maybe you consider the retrace. I always tell you the 50 is more important than the 70 or the 80 or 80 or 20, whatever he's using here. What happens at the 50, right? That's the retrace leg that you want. If I can find a good example. Well, this is decent, right? We didn't make the full loop here, and then we come back up. Careful of that oversold, overbought. There's really no such thing. We conceptualize it. Mathematically, might be, right? It can stay overbought for a very long time. It's a good one, right? I don't think it's ripe yet, but you know, you certainly, if you get the pullback here, this would be a potential trade, 4 to the 5. You could trade a couple of trades here. You could trade the C leg of the correction. Couple of candidates right there. Right now, if we do this and we start to blow higher, okay, you might revisit this. I don't see a cleaner way to get out of the hole there, though. Right, that would be a high-class problem, right? If you're getting an extension here. Okay, that's for Chris. Mr. Bitcoin is like a look at the Swedish stock market index. Okay, well, let's look at that. Let's see what we get. I think I have to do that here. All right, so let's do it here. Whoops, okay, yeah, hit my mute. Okay, the Stockholm index, not too happy about what's going on, like so many other indexes. Okay, there's the daily. First thing, right? Wouldn't this be the first thing you'd do? Wouldn't it? Seriously? Anybody? Wouldn't that be the first thing you'd do? Coincidence? Come on, seriously? Probably not. Although, of course, it's a free fall right to the golden zone, right? Algo kicks and up we go. So what are we looking for on the other side? Right? The exact same thing. Looks like we can label this up. Oh. Looks like we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we get that done there. It's like WXY. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good finish there. Okay, so I've got. Well, what am I doing? Right? What have I got here? What's the context? Can I even analyze that? Is that 1, 2? Well, certainly could be. How far back do I have to go? Oh shit. Let's try 3-day. If I can get some context. Damn, the Stockholm market looks as good as our market. Okay, well, where's COVID? COVID always seems like it's a good low to consider, right? So dramatic. Well, let's think about that. Okay. Okay, let's get some channeling in play. I'll give that a little cushion there. Are we thinking 1, 2, 3? Let's measure. All right, now same approach every time, every asset. I don't care what it is. I don't think I've ever looked at the Stockholm 30 index before. Doesn't matter, right? It's the same thing. Every chart's the same. That looks like that's too far for a golden. Looks like this broke. Did. Well, it's not going to get everyone. Looks like all it did here is come back to that order block, tap it. Can we get a 3 out of that? Jesus, it's going to be tough. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't be 3. Well, of course, you see all the overlap here. So is this 3 and we're going for 4, 5? Let's take this up. And okay, well, it's candidate, right? Candidate here that we've gone this far. 1, 2, 3. Possible. Okay, let's see if we can string it together. All right, so 1, 2. Well, you got to deal with this one. Let's get them all together. All right, so that pretty much eliminates any idea, because this certainly is quite a move, and we are in log scale. Let's take it out of log, see if we get any help there. That's the fucker right there. Well, you have to go 1, 2. Do we? Yeah, I guess we do. And I guess we're going to have to do this. All right. Sometimes you got to throw them up there. Do we complete there? This has to be A, B, C. It's ugly, but that may be what we've got. Let's just check this internally. Okay, second most common. 2618 up here. That's a tough one, right? So the question becomes, is this 4? And this is 1, 2. Or do we want to put the 5 here? Now, no, that's out of log scale, right? When I go back to log scale, do I need to be in log scale? 4, yeah, fuck, yeah, you do. You pretty much do, right? So, okay, it's much like so many, right? It's much like the S&P, Bitcoin, you know, pick your asset. Is this 1, 2? Well, we know in log scale it's perfect golden. Right? Oh, fuck. Oh, come here. Which would give you the indication, okay, certainly one possibility is this. Let's take this down. It's 1, 2. I mean, anyone else who's analyzing this, I trust you'd be struggling with the same issues, right? Is that 1, 2, right? Or is it 5? Well, it would be 5 until proven otherwise, right? Because this is straight down. So your first thought would be, okay, well, that correction's likely not over. Well, you know, likely is not definitively. That's just a waterfall. This kind of and we can put that in pretty decent channel as well. There's no you can't turn that into a 3, I don't think. You got a 5 there, you're stuck with it. So, okay, for the bull, it's a 1. It's a 1, 2. But that does not look like it's done. What's free fall? Which suggests it's just an A wave. It's not, again, there's no knowing. What do they usually do? Would you, think of it that way, right? So from the October 22nd to this 3-year impulse. 3-year impulse. We're gonna correct it that quickly. Anything's possible. I'm not saying we're not. I'm just saying, as traders, there's only so much edge we get. Otherwise, you just heads I buy, tails I sell. Right? If you're looking for edge, what edge would you have here? Well, we have a technical bounce, right? We can look at that. Okay, does that mean we're going here? Well, we know there's an algo here, and it's going to stay long until it gets here. It doesn't mean that it gets its target, right? Just because it's there and we got a reaction doesn't mean it gets its target, right? Because for every one that holds, there's one that fails. So I wouldn't be buying those myself. I'd wait. What happens here? Well, let's see. Let's take a look here. Right, we're right on the edge of that high volume node. To plow right into that edge. Right? This is why you want to look for those edges. Why do we have an edge here? Right, it's fair value gap. Right, we have a displacement. Right, imbalance here. Right, so you can see it reflected over here. So we're going to come back in here and get right to the edge. Right now, the reason the edges, ledges as they're called, you want to look for is because think about it. Okay, even if we do this, right, we're anticipating a 3. As it plows into all of this volume here, you don't think there's going to be some sellers resisting here? I mean, we can look at all the volume that was here, right? It's right in your face. So to get through all of this resistance that's a mighty heavy ask, right? The market, it's going to need a lot of fundamental horsepower, right? Reasoning for that to continue to plow through. Otherwise, you would anticipate this. A, B, C. Now, look what you've got here, right? You've got your classic fib fight, right? 2 algos that, of course, couldn't, right? This is just software, right? And the people behind it don't care which side wins. Don't care. Now, their broad portfolio, et cetera. I'm not saying they don't, care about the direction of the market. I'm just saying for whoever's behind these algos, they don't care, right? This side wins, that side wins. Who cares? Right? They're going to make money either way. Where does it change, right? They get stopped out here. They don't flip and buy here. They're stopped out. When do they buy next? On the next golden. That's how it works, right? Or 50. Right? Do you follow that? That's when they would buy next, right? That's when you'd have a bull algo again, right there. You don't have him again until you get your next 50 goldens on. Then, oh, well, shit. Well, now what are you thinking? Oh, 1, 2. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If that goes up here, now what are you thinking? Well, that looks like a 5. Well, now you're rethinking the whole thing. Wait a minute. Now you're back here going, wait a second. Do I have to do some sort of an A, B, C? Because there's no way you're turning that into a 3. It's not a 3. Again, right? Do we know that's not going to happen? Of course not. All we get is what's most probable based on, 96 years of precedent. What's most probable given that? I would not be overly bullish, right, until I see that. Then I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, well, I guess I'm wrong, right? Fuck, I don't know how you're going to do it. Because Jesus, look at that. I mean, that's a 5. You're stuck with that. You're not turning this into an A, B, C. No way. That's 5 all day. I mean, you almost can't miss it. Bring you down here. You can't miss that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're not going to go A, B, C. You're not doing it. Fuck, you can't even do it here. They're just too small relative to that. So, you have 2 choices here. Either don't trade it until you get more clarity. We could expand. We could go up and expand the B and still head down here. You're going to lose the algo. Right? That's why that becomes less likely. Where would you get the sell side algo again? Right? You got to understand this. Where are you going to get him? Where's Al going to show up again? Right there. On this retrace. So if this is an expanded B into a B wave, well, that means we're expecting 5 into a C, 1, 2. Right? There he is again. He's going to be there on every swing. Right? You have to know that. I think it's beyond. We don't have to wonder. Again. If you've watched one or any of the 5,000 videos I've done over the last 6 years, there's no way you don't pay attention to that, unless you just like giving your money to other people. Okay. Mr. Bitcoin, hope that helps. Right? Time, right? Gann was famous for saying time more important than price. Okay, well, if you want to give him a little credibility, that's not enough time to correct a 3-year impulse. It's not that the market is obligated to do anything. It's just we don't. All we get is edge, right? Do we have edge here? Your edge is that you're expecting that to complete down here. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Next trade. Crypto paralysis. Oh, he's back. Remember that handle because it was so unusual. Crypto paralysis. Jesus. That's what we're trying to avoid. Although for the last, god damn, how long it's been. 2 months. Just paralysis of analysis because you keep thinking, why is it not rallying? Why is it not rallying? Well, it's rallying today. Injective, a weekly on Injective. Okay, this looks nice. Crypto paralysis, interesting. Well, so right off the bat, what I like to see, right, he's put the effort in here, so every swing is accounted for, right? So why is that? Why does that have value? Because it's building conviction as you go through the process here. I see it, I see it, I see it. Okay, right, that makes sense. Okay, right, that I understand that. Oh, there's the A, B, oh, there's the C, right? We end in a wedge, right? So I can have some conviction in that trade right there. I mean, that's a great looking trade on a weekly, and that's going to be a monster. Well. I mean, pretty good looking. You could trade that with some leverage. Oh, shit. I'm in log scale. That fucks me up a little bit on these things. Okay, let's get back to log, see if that does it. 15 to 1. You could lever that. Look at the RSI. Right? Now we're starting to climb after the base down here. You know, that's early. Let's go to the daily. All right, looks a little better. A, B, C all day, right? God, that's good looking work. What did we hit here? Looks like that's. Let's get from that low. Yeah, looks like it's a good 50, right? Makes sense, right? You can just look here and say, geez, I wonder if there's any volume right here. Right. Again, I'm on crypto, so I can't get, it's the aggregator, I can't get any volume off an exchange, but you can anticipate that's going to be a high volume node, right? Oh man, I'm going to get on that. I like that a lot. Crypto paralysis, very nice work. I think that's the best work you posted yet. It's excellent, right? You've included everything, right? Every component of what we teach here you're seeing here. Which is the whole point of these, right? To demonstrate the methodology. I try to go out of my way to not make it about me. Look at all the money I made. I don't do that. We teach a methodology, we apply it, and let you draw your own conclusions as to whether it's something you want to develop, that skill set. If you want to learn, you want to incorporate it into what you're doing. What matters is less so solving the puzzle, managing the risk. That's ultimately what separates the technician from the trader, right? That's the fun part. That's the hard part. I mean, assuming you like solving puzzles, right? Beautiful. Shit, I'm getting on that. I'm going to save this because I'm going to buy that as soon as the live stream's over. Great one, crypto paralysis. That's you're progressing really nicely. Okay, Asheron, both the stacks and the stacks and the Goldfinch charts posted have flat wave configure. Right? Without holy fuck, I don't even know what he's talking about here. Okay, let's find out. I'm keeping this one because I'm going to trade that one myself. Don't take a trade like that just because I say I'm going to take it. Take it because you see the same thing I do. Oh, I see what he's talking about. Okay, I got it. Gold, the stacks. I got it. Okay, now I'm with you. Stacks and Goldfinch. I forgot Goldfinch is actually a crypto. Okay, so let me do this real quick, just to get my old brain to recognize it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. That's butt ugly, right? But this is often the case with crypto. We got to be in log scale here. Well, I recommend doing this. You get a look at it in arithmetic. just so you're not completely distorted so that you can't make a reasonable analysis of what's there. Okay, right, so same idea here. I might do this, right? I want to see what does it look like on the way up. Okay, right, so here's the value area. Come down to the lower edge, right? You certainly, one of the things about value area is just going to show you, okay, well, where would my odds be better? Where do I have better odds of success? It's certainly, it's reasonable to assume it would be less statistically advantageous to be selling at the low end of value rather than the high end of value. Right, I hope that's just doesn't need explanation, right? I mean, this is 68% of the trading over this range here. If I come back to this end, I don't want to be selling down here. I want to be looking to be a buyer, right? Because what's your assumption? We're going to go from the low end of value to the high end of value, right? You don't know that we're getting out of here. We know what, again, all we get is probabilities and statistics, right? I got 68% of the trading is going to be in that range, right? Until we get a new value area, right? That's the whole idea, right? That's auction market theory, right? We get a new value area here and the market wrestles with it. And then do we get are we going down for a new value area? Or are we going to go up for another higher value area, right? That's all the market does. Where's the value? Where do we agree that there's value? Well, the agreement was right here, right over the uptrend. The agreement was this was the fairest price. Well, we just came down and tested that. Now we're coming out of here. So we got a nice ABC. It's always good, right? They're always good to check the swing relationships, right? It takes just seconds to do. Okay, something here we can lean into. Okay, well, that's, here's most common, second most common. Low edge of value. Clearly a little consolidation. You probably call that an order block. We tap the midpoint. Time to buy. Well, look, you've broken this nice downslope channel. Shit. What's not to like there? 1, 2. Looks like you got a 5 here if I go down to a 2. 1, 2. It's not gorgeous. I wouldn't call it anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a little skinny on the finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But again, they're not going to be perfect. Don't expect them to be perfect all the time. Here, well, this is a good. Well, here we can see a clear impulse, right? So it's signs of a good impulse. Displacement come into the third. Let's get you up a degree. Good, right? How do we recognize the 4, right? We stop progressing the trend, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So, whoa. Somebody's posting at me. That's right. Self-contained channel, just what we want to see for an impulse. Let's measure it, right? It takes seconds. And this could have another leg on it, actually. No, maybe not. Looks like it's done. Looking for the 4. Where am I looking for the 4? Well, I don't know. Where do they usually go? Where's the highest probability location, right? You got this little consolidation. I can do the same thing here. Use the tools, right? It's not hard. There's a POC right there. Shit, I might take this one too. Okay, right, so it looks good, right? So coming down here, we got a little high volume node, a good place here where you might anticipate, right? We don't know, but you might anticipate support that it doesn't mean sit here with a limit order. Let's see the market react. Get a reaction, I can put a stop under the low. That's what you're after. Can I get an impulse out of here? Very tradable. You want to be more conservative? Wait for the pop and the first little pullback. What's the risk of that, right? You might not get the pullback. Or it might be very shallow. That's always the trade-off, right? Of a little bit more conservative. Or you nibble here with small size. If you get the pop, right, you add on the pullback. All right, how we doing? Okay, Myria. Okay, what is it? Myria. Jesus, I never heard of Myria, but I'll look at it if we've got time here. I think we do. Okay, Asheran. It's good stuff, right? This looks great. Shit, I'm gonna hit an alert on that myself. I kid you not, right? What I see here, I often trade. Often, right? Shit, you guys spot more, so I can't track everything. Okay, so I got. Hang on now. So I got stacks, and I think this must be Goldfinch. I've looked at Goldfinch before. I don't remember why it exists, but let's see if this gets his chart. Oh fuck. Is that it? I don't think that's what he wants. No, that's Aerodime. Hang on, one more time. Copy link. That's not the one. N2R, that's it. I keep getting N2R. Is that what you want here, Asheran? Oh, wait. Okay, so hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out what he wants here. I don't think he wants this. I think he wants Goldfinch, right? So let's... Jesus. Goldfinch. I can't even fucking remember. Oh, what it's about. Goldfinch. Okay, let's go to GFI. Okay, maybe his work. Okay, maybe that... Oh, good. All right, looks like it will work. Okay, so... Oh, God. You... Oh, he must be an Ethereum owner. Unless that's mine. Shit, can't remember. I swear, I think that's his. So he must be a member of Ethereum, which I do like, right? Encourage people if you're into the market structure stuff. This is a good one. One of the reasons I like it is if I can get it hot here. If I can demonstrate. I can start it wherever I want. Let's make sure that's bullish. I'm sure it will be. Bullish, right? Okay, so I don't care about all of this, right? I just want, that's some of the problems with some of the other competitive products. They give you the market structure, going back 70 years. I don't really care about that. Okay, so Goldfinch. What did he say about Goldfinch? Flat wave configurations. Whoa. Well, this one's pretty easy to spot. Do we have to do ABC here? I guess we do. A, B, C, 1, 2, 5. Looks like that's the 3. Okay, hard to miss that. We're in log scale. I just always encourage you to take it out. Just look at it. Do we need to be in log scale, right? Are we 4 times the range? Well, we're from 20 cents to $6. Yeah, we need to be in log scale. Okay, impulse correction, deep correction. One thing I'm going to do here, just because I know this product really well, let's take the dots off and just make those normal, because those can be a little confusing. Okay, let's keep this simple. Ugly diag. Pick your correction. Impulse. Let's take it off for just a second. I would use adaptive here, and I want the bigger one. Use the long-term channel. All right, so pretty good break there. I want to measure. I always want to measure. Measure twice, trade once. Shit that does not happen randomly. You think that's coincidental? That's why you want to measure, right? So what is that doing? It's just building conviction into the idea that that's a hard pivot. Because that does not happen randomly. Just out of curiosity, it looks like this is going to be too sharp. It's going to get lower edge. No, didn't quite get it. Well, we got to start on a 1. Well, let's do the same thing. Let's look at what we're looking at here on the way down. Makes sense, right? We want to pay attention to these high volume nodes. All right, so right there, we want to pay attention to that. Looks like that might come into play on the way back. It does. Well, if the low is in, all right, and we can lean into that idea. We got an impulse here. Let's try a 2 hour. Well, looks like we might. So it's a bumpy start. Looks like we've got one though. So hard to get going, but it gets going, then it rips. All right. What's not to like here? You want to sell it right there? Oh, fuck, you could. You're a little late to that party. 1, 2, 1, 2, or that's, oh, that could turn into something complex. That's a lot of squiggle. That is a 30-minute. What do they usually do? That's what they usually do. That's how price typically moves, off of an impulse. This is, well, that's a 1 hour. That's a pretty good push. Can I get 3 to correct it? I'd be very, very interested. Right here. Right now? Well, I'm not going to buy it. I might sell it. So you got a couple of spots where you could be a buyer here, right? So I know crypto, we like to be buyers. Right there. And right there. Some places where you could stay on the long side and not, you know, don't anticipate, oh, that's it. Oh, this is going to be the correction. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just atypical, right? We don't want to anticipate, be trading for something that usually doesn't happen. Things that usually don't happen are going to happen all the time, right? It's just not how you want to put money at risk. So, well, in my view, right, that would be my opinion. Right, you want to be counter trend? You want to buy that? Or fuck, I think it's crazy to do that, but it's a possibility, right? If you're on the short side, it's pretty easy to spot where you might trade that, right? Shit, you could sell it right now. I wouldn't, but I sure as hell wouldn't buy it. Okay, Goldfinch, right? On the watch list, right? Definitely want to keep an eye on that one. Okay, let's see how we did on this one. Copy link, also from Assurance. I think looks like he was working on it, getting the right links. I think he's got it now. Oh, no, I got his Goldfinch. Okay. Okay, we just did that one. So I got his Goldfinch. Okay, let's try the last one. I don't remember why Goldfinch exists. What its use case is. Okay, so I got Avalanche. Is that the last one? Avalanche. We're on a weekly on Coinbase. Okay. I do this not because I don't value volume. Let's see. He's got Ethereum on here. Oh, he's got Sonar Labs as well. I think Sonar, if they sold the company, they got a new owner. Let's get a God MA on there. He's giving me the weekly. Again, just because they can be a little annoying here. I want to mark those, but let's take the dots off. And give me a sec here. Okay. So what do we got? I got fair value gaps being tapped here. Looks like, well, is this complicated? I mean, what? Am I missing something? Could that be any more drop dead in your face, obvious Elliott? Could it? I don't know that it could be any prettier, any cleaner. I don't know. The market's moving 5s and 3s. You tell me. I know, right? It's 2025, right? That shit doesn't work anymore. Got to have the new happening stuff, right? Oh, come on. It's literally like in your face. What's missing here? It looks like that may be too far for a golden. Oops. Yep. We got 707. That's probably looks like that's platinum. That doesn't kill it. We just lose the algo. Where do we get the algo back? Right, again, just to re-emphasize. Oh, fuck me. Come here. Come on. Where do we get him back? Right there. Right, so 1, 2, right? We've lost him here, right? So, which is too bad, right? So this is dead. In terms of using it as a target. Oh, fuck, come on. My machine's acting... Needs a reboot. I know that. It's giving me the warning. They're doing a reboot tonight. That's where you pick them up again. 1, 2, 3. I would also want to measure here, right? Oh, there are no random pivots, right? So measure everything. Okay. You think, again, right? Coincidence? Really? You think that's coincidental? Okay, maybe. 1, 2, right? You're not too late for that, but remember, don't. It's just so easy to forget. Always on the other side. Always going to be there. Always going to be on the other side, right? To cock block your move higher. What's that going to be? 1, 2. How do we get through? 3. Right, you need the force of the 3. Right, I mean, this is, god damn, this is just perfect. Right, we get the impulsive 1, 3 into the correction, sweep the look at all the TA that's in here. Right, sweep the lows. Right, grab liquidity. Up. What do we do right here? Now we've gone from external. This is the external liquidity that was here on this low. Now we're going to go up for liquidity up here. Can we get that? Liquidity, right? It rotates from internal external. Didn't get the external here, right? It didn't make that high. Swing, retrace, grabs this liquidity. Now we're going up. You could now, you'd change this, right? On the assumption that the 2 is in, right? Use the same channeling method right here. Expecting a fatter 3, right? Now, once we start to climb here and we get a 3, then we would rotate up to the 3. But for right now, it's just 1 and 2. That's all I got. Man, that looks good. I'm going to buy that one too. I kid you not. I get best trades come from this. Oh, that's the weekly. Let's go down to, let's go to a 2-hour. See how that looks like. Well, they're all kind of doing the same thing. That's going to be a little too busy. Is that a 1? Well, it's got the ingredients. 1. It's not terrible. It's not the prettiest I've ever seen, but it's like right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. Oh, that probably doesn't matter. Actually, you might have to do it here. A, B, C. Or here. Oh, shit, doesn't matter. Right, you're out of the hole. I guess you would do it here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Looks like that could have another leg on it. If indeed that's 1, 2. That could have more legs. Looks like that's a better fit. 3, 4, 5. It's going up to finish that fifth. That would be what you would assume here. Something like this is going to finish it, and you're waiting for a retrace. That's on the 2 hour. Oh, I'd want the volume profile of the move up. Whenever that finishes. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Where's POC? So if we're going to stay above, right here's the value area. If we're going to stay above that, I'm going to redraw it as it moves. I'd be curious about the resistance as well. Let's get you on there. Oh, let's do it this way. I think this will work. All right, put it on the side. Big resistance up here. Remember, it's the ledges, right? The ledges and edges, right? If you can get across one, high probability it gets across. It has no resistance here because of how quickly it moved. So you have the potential for this to, well, you can kind of see that shaping. If we go up here, right, we're going to be right on the ledge, down. Now we got to go up with the big, right, to break this, you got to go up with a wave 3. Wave 3 to get it. 1, 2. All right, so to finish that out, now you're in the clear. One, 2. You're chasing a little here. I wouldn't. I'd wait. I'd want that lower. You got a big imbalance down here. Market may want to come back, fill that. Edge of value here. Or let this little 5 complete. And you know, if it's here. 1. You know exactly what I'm about to do. I know, but I want it now. Well, patience. Patience will serve you well, right? It's a struggle for all of us, right? You want it now. Oh fuck, man! I gotta wait. What? That could be 3-4 weeks before. Yeah. Welcome to trading, right? Discipline. It's fewer trades, not more trades, right? Will likely serve you better over time. More selective. That's why I often will tell you, okay, watch list, but it's not ripe, right? There's no don't unless you absolutely have massive conviction in the trade. Why are you putting money at risk, right? I say this all the time. There's only one reason: either FOMO or just you're jonesing for dopamine, right? Which we, you know, if you're a trader, you know what I mean, right? We all suffer from it, right? You're in the market. Whoa, your day just lit up. Dopamine. Every time you pick up your phone, right? You're being fed dopamine. That's how they write them. I know, gets us all. Okay, Asheron, did we get everybody there? That was A79. I don't think so. Let's try this last one here. And then I'm going to go to the Twitter feed, or the X feed. Any luck he'll sell that. Oh, Injective, we did that one. Okay, so I got everybody. So now it's Vesper. Oh, Uber. God, I was looking at this just the other day for an option trade. Okay, let's copy that. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm good. Okay. Uber. I was looking at an iron condor on this. As I recall, earnings are coming. 7th of May. There's a little time there. So in that contraction, right, you could see how maybe most of you guys don't know. Right, but for an iron condor, you're selling outside and puts and calls, right, looking for it to stay in that range. Thought the earnings were maybe a little too close. Okay, so let's get this. Okay, it's coming back here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, that one little boo-boo here. Which, so I'm correcting this only for your benefit, not so we couldn't go 1, 2, right? The start of 1, 2 can't go below the start of 1. Oh, you're on a 3-day here. I bet we can do that a little bit differently. What did you mean here? This would have to be to let's see if there's a better solution here. We got to take that out. Oh shit, I don't think we have to do much more than that, actually. Oh, no, we can't do that. Sorry. Okay, all right, so do you see the problem here? Where we can't call this an impulse because we get an overlap here. Let's see here. That looks like a good 5, 3. So we got to rework this. I'm thinking we might put the 2 here for WXY, since that's all wick here. Okay, so I'm gonna reshuffle this a little bit. So if we go WXY here, it's cleaner, right? So now that you might be back here going, oh, wait a minute, that's just, it's because that's more convenient for you. Well, possibly, right? So I can get something that fits here. Well, let's see how that affects them. Where's the highest probability location for a wave 4 between the 23 and the 38? That cleans that up nicely. We get a pretty decent channel on the impulse that takes us up. This gets a little wonky. Yeah, I see what you're noting there. Do we have a good 5 here? So we're gonna have to make that a combo. Looks to me. A, B, C, A, B, C, X, Y. If we're going to go with the 1, 2 here, which seems doable. I'm in log scale. Now, do I need to be in log scale here? 55, I don't. Boy, that's a little skinny there. But it flies. Oh, wait, does it? We don't get an impulse, but we get a diag. I didn't want that one. I want this one. Okay, how much do we like this? Is it a 5, right? That's the question. Because you can, oh fuck, you can make a case for this. That's mighty deep for it. All right, let's go with your count here. I'm going to do it this way. That would make me, because it looks to me like it's just all 4, right? It's just we've got. Oh, come here. Let's pull back a bit. Let's go back to log. I'll hit both sides. Low end of value, upper end of value, right? This one is pulled from the high to cover all of that. POC, POC. That's so fucking close. Looks a little better there in terms of closes. You're all right. Yeah, it doesn't overlap it, but it's pretty damn close. That's a. Well, if you're going to play it that way, boy, I want a good one out of here. Let's go to a 2 hour here. They're all going to look the same today. Can we call that right? It's a bit of it's wishful thinking. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you're already in a diag. I might hold off on that. Whatever it's doing here, well, I can channel it. Okay. I'm gonna need a little bit more. Well, you can see why I was looking at the. The trend is not clear, right? This is okay. Maybe we come out of here. That's why I was looking at an iron condor on this, but I thought earnings were just a little too close. Do you have an edge here? What are you doing? You're going for the low edge of value to the upper end of value. I'd want this to be a whole lot better. This already is okay. If you give me that, okay, well then maybe what would we have here? You'd need a break of structure up here, right? That would at least give you a little bit more of a conviction. Okay, well, oh shit, that would be pardon me, that would be a change of character, right? Because it didn't do anything. So this would be oh fuck, come here. Oh, where are you? Right, so because this high did not create a new low. Here's the last low, right? So this would be, again, these are not great. It's not great spots. All right, it's kind of trendless. So for example, what do I have below? Oh, I don't. Let's put an ADX on that. This is a good one by Gustavo71. All right, it's just measuring strength of trend, right? ADX, it's just math, right? Just don't get enamored with what it is, right? If you want to understand it, Google it or ask your AI chatbot. Lack of trend, right? No trend. Yellow or this gold here means there's no trend at all. Yes, the DI is above the positive is above negative, but that's no trend, right? You can think of it as just a lot of squeeze too. Every time we're in no trend, that would be a squeeze. So do you have an edge here? I don't see one. It's a wishful thinking that we're going to pop out of here. Now maybe we are, right? If you're an uber bull. Okay, show me the kick here. Oh fuck, what just happened? Oh, okay, came back. I know my machine wants to be rebooted. I don't know if it's going to do it on me. That's what I would want. Right? Come back and test it from above, and then I'd be more interested. That's just me, right? I'm conservative. I don't chase. I got to really like it because I'm likely going to be in it for a while. So for a swing trade, I'll let that do what it's going to do, right? Knowing, right? You know, if you that's a deal you make with yourself. I'm willing to, you know, that could fly to the moon. I'm willing to let it go because I want to see the retrace, right? I want a higher conviction placement. If I'm going to get that, if it's going to be, you know, if that's what we're headed to. It's just me, right? It's just my opinion, right? This looks like it's neutral. I might let earnings pass, right? They're coming pretty fast. Okay, so now hang on, I got Cosmo here. We had a couple on, holy shit. Gave me 5 minutes. I'm sending you layout. Okay, what do you want to show on live stream, right? The internet names. Okay. Walks, I might wait on that template, right? He's got a good template that I wanted to see. I don't know if he's listening. He may not be. Okay, so bear with me, guys. All right, so we got that. So I've got, these are all from X, Twitter X. So let me dive right in there. So what these guys are wanting. God damn, I thought he gave me a couple others. SUI and AVA. I thought I saw SUI. Okay, it's like I will be quick to tell you I've got a fairly big position in this myself. Okay, right, and you'll see why, right? It's not like it's a secret. Why? I mean, this, Ripple, Bitcoin, those are some of my biggest positions. Okay, so this is, I don't know whose this is, right? Whoever did this, I don't know whose it is. It's not mine because I don't ever, those drive me crazy. The wave. Well, somebody's work. Oh, maybe this is Vespers. Maybe it's Vespers. Okay, so let's let me just take that out for a second because it looks like that had more legs to go. So that would be there perhaps. Okay, so let's get that off of there. Okay, so that is a little wonky. All right, we wouldn't do it that way. Okay. Right, well, there's a good example, right? Take it out of log, right? Does that look, what does it look like to you? Does it look like that's the 4? It's a genuine question. I guess it's weird, you know, talking to yourself for 3 hours. Look like that's the 3? You thinking 3? Well, let's pull that out. You thinking 4? I think not. Well, let's do 2 things, right? Pull from the absolute low to the high. So I can just look at it and say it's going to be too far. Do we need to be in log scale? Well, there's, what is that? 37 cents to 550. Yeah. Right? Looks different, doesn't it? See, that's where log can get you into trouble, right? You're thinking, oh, fuck, it's the 4. Is it? Is it the 4? I would take it up. Personally, it's just me, right? Again, that's how I apply our methodology. That looks to me like that's not going to be it. I would trade this as a 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. Out of log, where do we go? Deep, right? Broke to 707. That's likely gone to 786. Oh, not quite. Completed, right? It's not a 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right now, if you're a bull, is that bad news? No, that's good news. If you're a bull, we could do this. Length of that 1. When we're tapping into that, you could make a case, right? That's unmitigated. Well, let's see. Let's go to where it's totally unmitigated. Right here. And get there. So I'm going to relabel this. When is that low? That's August of last summer. Let's take this down a degree. And let's go 1. Let's be friendly. We don't know. Well, let's see what we get here if we try and assemble this. Okay, I got a 1, I got a 2. I get a candidate. That's all it is right now. Or 1, 2. The finish is already looks a little problematic because it looks like I've got a 3 there. Let's go to a 3 hour, see if that gets any clarity. Breaking it down a little bit. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so there's a decent example where our hand is kind of forced here. This is an ABC. That's a 3 to finish. Or we're kind of stuck with that. God damn it. Which means we have to work backwards. Which I don't love. Okay, so let's come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could we have a leading diag? Yeah, we could. We might. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 swings. Okay, a little skinny, but there's a 1, 2. Looks like that's going to be technical. Comment needed? Probably not. Get right on it. Tap and go. Looks like, oh God, there's a little fair value gap right here. Looks like they tapped that. If I get it right on there. 2. Ooh. I would, so fuck. 2. So we get another channel. Heading towards the 3. Once that completes, then we'll do it this way. Once we get that 3rd, right? It looks like that could be going. That will have already cleared. You would have had a golden corner here, but would have already cleared its 50 or its 80%, right? It's already got it. Right? There's, just as a reminder, 80% right there. Highest odds in trading, least used technical tool of every technical tool in every single package. Least used, most profitable. Yet most people lose money in the markets. Correlation, you decide for yourself. Okay, now here's a good example. Do we have trend? Yeah, we got trend. We came from no trend, whoa, raging trend. 4 to the 5, right? I wouldn't chase the 3, right? Let the 3 complete. Where's the 3? It's again, same shit, different assets. Doesn't change. Where is it going to run into resistance? Well, we got the big one up here, right? We know that. But it's going to hit a few on the way. There's the 50. Oh, that's probably the next one it hits. It's hitting the 50. Do we have to wonder about the volume profile? And probably not. We can probably just look at it, right? This just takes seconds to do this, right? And then you get the field laid out for you. Okay, where's value? Well, we're in value. Well, as we approach the value area high, are we thinking buy or target? Or certainly not. Well, it's a pretty strong uptrend. So I don't know that I'd be thinking sell, but if I've got a target up here and I see that golden zone up here and I'm going 1, 2, 3, and I know that's the high probability location right here for 1618, 175, I'm certainly not anticipating the 3 to be up here. Seems like that's a good target for the 3, right? And then right at the edge of volume, and you can see how this would be all high, why that you would have high volume node here, and this is all. Now, if we clear that one, it's got to clear that one, then it's got to clear that one, right? Because that's what the algo will do. 3, 4, where's the next trade? If you ask me, right, I would be looking to add here. Let this finish, Give me a 3 of some sort. I'll take the 4 to the 5. What are we anticipating after that? Right? Not what do we know? What is it they usually do? Almost. That's what you're anticipating. Up to 1 golden. Play the out. That's algo ping pong. Play the resistance here. That's from this high, right? You know it's going to be there. I'm not saying sell it there. I'm saying if you have a target, I'd be trailing with a stop. If you're in that, I'd have a trailing stop. What I'd do. Anticipating the rejection. A, B, C. Another golden. 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 That's how the market moves. It's not why it moves. It's how it moves. Okay. Right. So there you go. That should help you. 1, 2, 3. Wait for the pullback in the 4. Trade the 5. A, B, C, right? You're going to trade the A, the B, the C, right? You know there's likely going to be 3 swings. This is got lots of volume, lots of attention, right? This is this is crypto with an actual utility, not fart coin, right? So I'd pay attention here. Good, right? That's from the guys on X. Thanks for that suggestion. They gave me 2 more. Oh, Ava is the other one. Avalanche. Oh shit! Did we just look at this? What did they want? Oh, let's go to. Shit! Is this what we just did? I think we just did this. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We did just look at it. Avalanche. Okay, so we've already done Ava. All right, so we got that in the mix. Okay, CVDD. CVDD. I don't even know what that is. What is CVDD? What is that, Wonks? CVDD. I don't know what it is. Guess it's something's wrong there. CVDD. CVD? Gotta be. I don't know, Wonks. You gotta clear that up for me if you're listening. I'm not sure what they want. If maybe that was a typo that you typed in two Ds. I don't know what else it would be. So if you're listening, Wonks, let me know on that one. Then BTB. Fuck, some of these I don't even know what they are. Holy fuck, really? What is fuck? What is that? Chinese beer? Oh, dude, you got to help me out here. BTB, fuck, I don't know. Let's see. No, that can't be that. No, it's not going to be that. BTB. Oh, Jesus. Wonks, I don't know what you're giving me here. You want to show the indicator names are all from the same person. Proof. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what this guy wants. BTI. Oh, this is I don't know what this is here. Well, maybe I can get one here that makes sense. British American Tobacco Industries. Well, at least that's one I can get. I don't know what the other ones are. Okay, British Tobacco. Shit. Well, that's a great business model. If you don't mind killing off your customer base. Where's COVID? Well, we probably have to be in log scale there. That's the 2000 crash, the Great Recession, COVID. I'd probably start it from here. And there's your top. So it looks like you can get a 5 in there. Well, this makes sense. A lot of mitigation. No, I would take that on a log just to check. Why do I do that? Because 50 is 50, right? 50% is 50%. All right, golden zone is golden zone. Interesting, that's all wick. Let's go to daily. Wick. Wicks do the damage. Bodies tell the tale. Oh, body got, oh, it looks, oh, we did get a close then. My bad. We did get a close. Yep, did get a close, right? So that's a break. Okay, so this is off the board. We got to start here. Looks like it. Looks like that's working on it. Well, obvious liquidity sitting close by. And you're going to have resistance above, right? As always, always, always. Don't forget, always now go on the other side. Looking to take your money. Because you're, so many are going to forget that there's one there. Because it's going up, right? So it's just going to keep going up. Well, looks like you got, I'd let that finish. I'd let that finish and then take the retrace. Maybe come back into some of this, right? The prior support here. Looks like that's got another leg on it. I'd want to change of character here. This would just be change of character because this pivot did not create a new low. So this is the last pivot that created a low. So that's got a little work to do. But on a retrace, that might be worthwhile. I'm going to, at least the rest of that is, I don't know what that is. So I'm going to go over here to our peeps because I know I had somebody asking. I gave you both GFI and Goldfinch. Tristan, I got that. AMD, I got, there was another one. AMD and Myria. Okay, let's do AMD. I don't know what the rest of the stuff is. AMD, but that's a lot for one guy. You know what? I have a small piece of this. What do I got? Got 20 shares of it. It's currently underwater. Oh, this is, whose is this? Oh, this is Vesper again. Okay, so I got, it's funny, that's what happens, right? I copy their stuff, and then if I keep doing it on top, I always get their work, which that's okay. I can see what they're doing. Okay, Vesper, one thing just will help you, try to change the degree, and so for example, you complete a 5 here, but you didn't call it anything. Same thing here. Right, so every time you complete something, you have to acknowledge it as part of a higher degree. So like here's another 5 here that you just left out. I'm sure you see it. There's another 5 here. What are we doing with that? So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Right? You're not. What's that? Is that 1? Not to be snobby or to be shitting on your work at all. I just to help you. It'll just serve you well over time if you do that. So then you don't lose track. Okay, what is that? Is that 1? What's that? What's that? You see how this becomes kind of a thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what did I finish something there? Well, at that point in time, do I need to be in log scale? Oh, probably. Maybe not. Right there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, to a 50. Right, look how it changes, right? Like, oh, I guess I do need to be in log scale. Okay, well, now, does it matter going back? Well, maybe not, right, as we're trading over here on the right edge. But for you, Vesper, right, it's good idea to try and keep track of what you're doing here and label them. That will just serve you better as a trader. If I bring this back, what are we calling these? Looks like we have to do something like this. Oh, here you did this, but last time, right? You got to be careful about this, right? This 2 can never go below the start of 1, right? So you can't put the 2 there. And actually, you can't put the 1 there either. Right, so this would be all part of that correction. And you can see what happens. It's actually a good example of how liquidity gets used, right? How do we know that's muscle, right? So because it's a bit of a tell. When you see this at a low, that's why you never say never. Rarely do you ever want to sell at pivots, right, like that, because you get used. If you don't recognize that that's a liquidity juncture, you are the liquidity, right? And if you sell, oh, it's gonna break, phew, you get ass raped on that. Don't do it. It's just never worth it. See, it's sometimes, right, you'll get away with it, which is the worst outcome because you just reinforced a bad habit. You'll do it again and again and again, and eventually you get tired of getting bent over. Okay, right. So let's. Oh shit! I don't think we're doing that. I think we're doing that. Okay, let's get over to the hard right edge here. Having made that point here, let's get to what whoever it is on our live stream is asking for. Okay, so we have this looks like Grant F, right, where he likes to build in the harmonics. Now it looks like we had the harmonic here, but the PRZ, the potential reversal zone here, and we got a little dig go through it. Right, so we have to bring it down here. That still flies. I think you got 878 here. That would still, I think you wouldn't blow the, oh fuck, what is it? Crab? Butterfly. Oh shit, I can't remember. I can't remember all the names. WXYXZ. Oh, that's pretty sexy. Nice work there. 1, 2, 3. Well, you're much better here. I'm going to take that off. Okay, good, right? Because you accounted for everything. Oh shit. And you rotated colors, all the better. Oh, good work here. ABCW, ABCX. Oh, no, we can't do it that way. Oh, fuck, can we? Oh, shit, I'm going to have to call in wizard support there. I don't think I can finish that as a WXY. If there's a wizard on the horn here, I don't think we can do that. I'd literally be pulling out my Elliott Wave cheat sheet. I don't think I can finish the WXY. I don't think I can finish that with a double zigzag. Let's think for a second. That looks like a 5 here. No, you can do the ABC there. ABC, that's clean. ABC, that's a good X. Well, what we can't see, right? Oh, fuck, come here. Hard channel. Yeah, shit, I can't remember if I can finish that with the triple zig. I don't think so, but we'll leave it. Okay, that aside. Well, it looks like this little push down here was before Vesper did this, right? So now you'd be closer down here. Jesus, how are you doing this? A, B, C, W, A, B, C, X, A, B, C. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm pretty sure that's not going to work. It's a good effort. I just don't think we can legally do, well, legally. I don't think we need to. Let's put the Y down here. Okay, let's get back in the log scale. 1 has to go up here. Mighty deep. Okay, all right, so you got a very hard downtrend here. This would be very counter trend. Let's get that out of there. Of course, there are I don't want to. What's the way to say it, right? So we'll see, right? If they're obviously going to be front and center, and how the administration is dealing with microchips and processors. This one to me, this is, I gotta wait here. Well, at the very least, something's got to get swept here, right? I'd want to see that. We'd get a chalk up there, right? Here's the last big break right here, where you've got break a structure down here, right? So this would be this. God, you got a ways to go here. That's a long fall. Boy, that's why are you buying it? Okay, what rationale would you have? Unmitigated order flow, yes, although it got partially mitigated. It's mighty deep, boy. I think I've got like 20 shares, right? I'd wait for this, right, and then I might add. Looking for this to come back. But first, right, show me signs of strength here, because I've done this many times, right? People get tired of this, but how else do you know? How else do you know when the low is in? Oh, that's it. Nope. That's it. Nope. Oh, wait. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it for sure. Nope. That's it. Got to be it. Nope, that's not it. It's just until you break a high, right? You retrace. Don't be this guy trying to pick the turn. Wait. I promise you'll thank me over time, right? Again, every now and then you'll get away with it. You got to wait for something to break, right? Just to show you that the downtrend is over. What we got below here, right? Kind of neutral right now, right? Because you had this little kick up, but that's not, we're trending. If anything, the downtrend is weakening. That's really all that's telling you. If it's me, I'm going to wait. I'll wait for that. I'll take the retrace. You get the idea. So if you're trading it now, why would you do it? Oh, God, look how low it is. Oh, man, I know that's going to come back. Do you? Couldn't you have said that here? It's not yet. Look here, right? There's not a single high that's been swept. Even that didn't get it. Every lower low, lower high, lower low, right, all the way down. Why are you buying it? All right, same thing always, right? FOMO or dopamine, one or the other. Okay, what else do we have here? Myria? God damn, what is? I don't even know what that is. Myria? Is that what he wants? Myria? Myria, got to be that. Got to be talking crypto, right? Never looked at this in my entire life. Myria. No idea why they exist, what they're about. Do we care? Well, if I was going to put on some size here, yep. Why does it exist? What's its purpose? Does it have a use case? Is it a fart coin? Who knows? I don't know. I wouldn't trade it without wanting to know. Okay, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower. Oh, okay. Candidate. Something has to break here. I'm on the daily. What do we got to get here? We got to get that. Or chalk up, right? Can we get a change of character here? That's tempting. That doesn't mean shit, right? That's okay. I got a higher low. We'll see. I had a higher low here too. Doesn't, right? That wouldn't have mattered until we broke here, right? This isn't going to matter unless I break there. But all the ingredients are there. Maybe. Can I get that? Well, maybe, but let's get it before we start putting money at risk. Oh, I didn't want to miss it, man. We're at one hundredth of a cent. Are you really concerned you're going to miss it? Really? Well, shit, am I in log? Yeah, let's put adaptives on there. All right, here's your 2 standard deviations, right? Okay, okay, maybe. Looked like maybe here too. Give me the 5. It kills so many traders, right? They're not willing to wait for it. Okay, now I'm at 2 100ths of a penny. Did I miss anything? Or is it more likely to do that? And then go. What do they usually do? Market's not obligated to do anything. It's going to do what it's going to do. All we can do is look for signs of, oh, okay, well, something changed here. We have change. Right? Lower, low, lower, high, lower, 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 high, lower, low, oh. Trend? No, no trend. What is that? 20 period, 14 period. Wait for it. You can thank me later. Okay, what else do I have? Arrow, GFI, AMD, got that one. Have we done Bitcoin? I haven't done Bitcoin. All right, let's finish there. Oh, wait. Bitcoin. All right, let's go to Bitcoin. All right, so I got a bull and a bear. This is actually in conjunction. Well, let me get that off here. What are we doing with Bitcoin? Okay. Oh, fuck. I think I'm good here. It's BNB. Okay, if this is candidate, okay, maybe we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? We've got an impulse coming out of the hole. Well, the challenge there is, okay, how are we getting done? This is, oh shit. Let's, let me go to a 3-hour here. This was a big assist from one of my master technicians, Sensei PK. How do we get done here out of that double bottom? Well, there's a couple things here. One, now, granted, this is, I've got one subscriber who continues to harp on me that if we're pulling from this secondary low here, right, we tick the golden zone. Now, this valid point, certainly, right, that we have, oh, let's see, it's right here is our lowest close, right? So if I go to a line chart, for example, boy, this is really, you're splitting hairs here. If I pull this over here. Is this valid, right, to be pulling from? Well, you know, I mean, we're not sitting with the coders talking to them about where, right, possibly. Is that coincidental? Could be, right? This one subscriber continues to say, dude, it's not the right, it's 72 is the golden zone. And he's right. But that's interesting. Now, what do you, right, do I even have to do it? You think where are we going to run into some resistance on the other side? Let's get you right on it. We're not there yet. I'm on FEMEX, right? We've got to be making some announcements about FEMEX in the near future. All right, someone we're looking at working with in addition to BloFin. Okay, so just, I can't make this shit up. Where does the POC go? Coincidence? Golden to golden? I know this is secondary pivot, right? So I can't remember that guy's name, but I don't think he's a member. I know, right? So duly acknowledged, right? Fully acknowledged. This is a secondary pivot, but that's interesting. Did they use it? No, we're never going to know. We're not going to know. Or how would we know? The only way we know is if we hit that resistance and then get a reaction. That's the only way we're going to know. Now, keep in mind that this is the bull count to get you done here as an 8. Oh, fuck, it's really ugly. A, B, W, X, Y. So it'd be W, A, B, C into an X, and then you're going to do a Y here. It's just, is it valid? Yes. Is it pretty, Elliott? Definitely not. If I go to a 1 here, maybe you can see a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, B, C, W, A, B, C, X, A, B, C, D, E into the B. I know, it's not pretty, but at least it gets it done. And then we're into the C for the Y. We get a little, in fact, it's just a slight bit higher, right? So you can go into, this is all wick, right? So I would go here and say, okay, that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the 1 here on the secondary pivot. That's me, right? Feel free to disagree. Because this all wick and rejection, this is the high, and then we get a 3 to finish that for a candidate for the 2. Then I get a pretty clear impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's deep for the 4. That's clearly a 5. Triangle for the 4. Seems very doable. Pivot. Coming back, right? Where would we anticipate if we do not know, if we have a pivot here, right? My guess is it looks like it's got more to go, right? Look at it. Looks like it wants to challenge that. Nice and tight. Wait, that's just like you like them. Oh God, there's some horribly nasty joke to be made there, but I won't do it. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh God, it's fucking horrible. 3 sideways in the 4, but look, depth of the rotation here is decent. Sharp, deep, sideways, triangle, up for the 5. Can I get through that? That would kill. That would break the algo, right? That would be big, right? So let's put an alert up here. Right, you break this algo here. That's the algo from the all-time high, right? That's a big break if we can break that, right? And then we lose the, you know, on this degree, it would be the same thing from a daily, right? You're going to lose the major resistance. You're going to break it, which means free to fly. That doesn't mean there's not going to be resistance, right? Let's be sure we understand that. If it goes up there and we break, right, you're like, oh God, so there's never going to be a sell side algo again? No, there certainly will be. If that's the A, there's the B, right? Assuming we complete a 1 wave here. Right, all it needs is another swing, and it'll be right back in the saddle. Right, it's any swing, right, anywhere, it's always there. Always, always, always. Don't forget that, and you can thank me later. Okay, right, so as it is right now, the bigger question is, what did we just do here? Is this, right? I mean, if you're uber bullish, right, as I am, right, long term, you got a bit of a conundrum here. Now, I'm out of log scale. There's a very, very valid bullish, bearish count that would have this doing at WXY, and we're just putting in the Y here before we have another leg down. And the reason that you have to really consider that as an alternate is because out of log scale, here, let me take this off. How do we not see this? Pick your pivot. We can't not see that. This is clearly a 4. There's your 2. There's no way around this, right? That's a 4 all day long. Impulse into the 5. So what are we doing here? Out of log, right? Remember, 50 is 50. Where do they usually go? That's out of log scale. 50%, 62. So you can kind of see the potential there of the WXY. I propose to you, this is more bullish. Oh shit, that thing. I'm not good with that thing. Hang on. Oh God. Let's see if I can do it by backpedaling. There we go. I got to get that off my mouse. The thing is tricky. Is this 1, 2? We're doing, this is an extension of the 5th. Well, shit, come here. That's not more bullish, right? If this is 1, 2, what's the most bullish? If this is 1 and we're going to come down lower for the 2, that's the most bullish, because then we'd be starting with a 1, 2. Right, we need another impulse for the 3. If this is 1, and this is still plenty bullish. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is going to be 1, 2 of an impulse in the 5th, well, I mean, you know, it still could be the 2 here, right? It's again, the market's not obligated to come down here this far. You know, where do they usually go? We come right to the edge of it. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Interesting. Unmitigated, right? Unmitigated order flow, right? Look, right? Do you think that's coincidental? It's not. This is a high-class problem for a bull, right? Is the 5 in? I'm a little tenuously optimistic here because I don't think the craziness from the administration is over. Bitcoin is not trading like gold. It's trading like a risk asset, not a store of value. It is a store of value, but that's not. It's trading in correlation with the NQ, not gold or the dollar, right? People think, oh, the dollar's weak, Bitcoin's up. No, it's dig around a little bit, or it's more complex than that. It's liquidity, right? Bitcoin needs liquidity, and you can make an argument here that with selling in the treasury market, right, it's creating liquidity. So Bitcoin is feeding off that liquidity here. So I am suspect of the move here. I want it, right? You know, I'm bullish as I can possibly be, as long as I can possibly be in any one asset, as long as I've ever been in any asset in my entire trading career. I'm that fucking long here, but I am not ruling that out. And nor would I be disappointed, nor would I sell anything. All I do is buy, right? If this comes down here as a 2 and we make a 50% retracement from that 15K low, I am buying with everything I've got. Now, what if it doesn't happen? What are we doing here, right? This would be the 1-2. How are you going to know? It's a legitimate question. How are you going to know? You're not. Is this a 1-2? Well, you're going to have to make a decision here, right? If we complete this 5, it looks like we're about to. Well, shit, we are completing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're completing that. So when it starts to come back, you gotta make a decision here. This is where, you know, if you want to trade that, I'm not saying don't trade it by any means. I'm not saying don't trade it. I'm saying have a fucking stop on it. You know, I mean, if you're with leverage, right, it goes without saying, right? It's mandatory. You have to, right? You don't let yourself get blown out. You got to put a stop on it. But I wouldn't. Now, if I get a 5 here and I get a nice little 3, what would aid in that whole process? Okay, well, if this goes up for the 5, right, and I can lean into, okay, well, shit, it's kind of weird shape, but I've got an impulse here. If I get this, now, do I know that that's the 2? That's a 1-2. I don't know it. Do I know here? No. Do I know here? Nope. Do I know here? Looking good. Because what am I anticipating now? Do I know yet? It's looking better, right? I'd be adding right here. Because of the context. Doesn't mean it can't do that. A, B, C. You aren't going to know, right? So these critical points here, I mean, where's the fun in knowing? I mean, we'd all be rich, right? There's no knowing. There's calculated risk based on what you're seeing here. You know, do your own research, right? Understand liquidity. Why do we have liquidity? Right? Treasury market still being sold, right? That's creating liquidity, right? Where's that liquidity going? Well, some of it's going to Bitcoin, right? Watch the ETF inflows, right? Inflows are up, right? People are starting to get enthusiastic about Bitcoin. Thus, you know, after Jesus, I didn't even do a video last Friday. I was like, oh my God, it's moved 4 cents in the last 7 days. There's nothing to say. This is encouraging, but it's not time to blow the bullhorn yet. It's not, right? The bear count actually is much cleaner. This is a fucking mess, but it's possible. I don't want to discourage your bullish enthusiasm. All right, where most of us, right, where the big paydays are going to come, are an alt bull. Do we have an alt bull yet? Well, SUI looks encouraging, right? We want all of it going. Trades. Is there a trade there now? Oh, yeah. Are you buying premium or discount? I'd let that complete, take the retrace, right? At least get into the discount. Okay, how am I on time? Oh shit, I'm 15 minutes over. Okay, I think I'm good there. All right, guys, hope that helps. Please, fuck. I can't, man, I'm 15 minutes over. I can't, I'll do it next week, right? Or just, okay, hey, anyone, any of you guys, right? If you want me to cover something, to post something, if you get into our Discord, it's free. Come in, you go to submit charts, post your chart. All we ask is if you're a free member, show us your work, right? Let's see how you're approaching the market. Right, so maybe we can learn something together. If you're a paid member, well, you can just post the asset, right? We give you that. But for any of you guys that are on the stream, I see some of you guys, Akul and Mohammed, some of you guys asking, you just can't. You're in our Discord in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. You go submit charts, boom, right? Show me your account, and we'll take a look at it together. Okay, with that, I'm out of here. I will have an announcement on Friday about a new sponsor. That we've been kind of working behind the scenes with them. Some good action there, and hopefully, right, this bullish momentum continues here. It looks like the market is. Well, it doesn't look like it's moved much since I last looked at it. I'm just looking at my account balance, so it's a good day. Okay, guys, with that, hope these are helpful. Right, that's always the idea. Right, it's not about. I never make this about me. I try to make it about the method. Right, so you can learn from that. Our Discord is free to join. We have light membership, paid membership if you want to do the belt course, all that kind of stuff. So lots of options if you want to develop the skill set, right? It will serve you well over time. Okay, with that, I'm